Hello? Good evening. Thank you for coming to the, what? Okay. July 9th meeting of the Finance Committee. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And do you have to say motion? No, you don't. Okay, can you all stand to pledge allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so this is my first time doing this. I am the most senior person on the Finance Committee, so therefore I was authorized to chair this meeting. Joe is the senior one, but he couldn't be here because he's on another committee. So I'm going to do the best I can. So don't yell at me, don't scream at me, and just bear with me. So the first thing on the agenda, actually third, is the reorganization of the Finance Committee. So I'd like to make ask for nominations for chairperson.
You can't do it.
Why?
It has to be someone who's not a member.
Then you want to do it, Cynthia?
I've done it in the past. It's just,
Well, excuse me. Can I just say one thing? I talked to town moderator and town council about this, that I can do this. So I'm not quite sure, because I asked if the town manager or the town moderator has to do this, and I was told that I could. So I don't know. Mr.
council?
I did not ask council. I got from the town moderator. So if not, then I would ask the town manager to come up here and, oh, sorry, Lauren.
Question, Cynthia, are you saying that he can't run the meeting or he can't nominate someone?
I'm not nominating anybody.
Reorganization has to be done by someone who's not part of the body.
Okay, but the people in the body can nominate people, is that correct?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm just asking for nominations, that's all.
Once you've nominated a chair and elected a chair, that person can do the vice chair and the secretary.
That's correct.
Okay.
So,
I mean, are you saying that you are not going to be nominated, so you're not part of the...
I don't know that. I'm just saying I'm running.
Okay, excuse me.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
please.
I've only been doing this for 48 years, so I bow to your expertise. But unless town council gave you a different opinion than mine...
Well, my understanding is I can run this meeting. I cannot vote on chairperson. Okay, I can ask for nominations for chairperson, and then the committee members can vote, nominate whoever they want. I'm just running the meeting. I'm not controlling it. You're out, Ms. Cynthia Walsh. I'm sorry, but I'm going to put you out of order. I'm going to put you out of order because it's up to the town.
Do whatever you like. It's going to be taped. If it's legal,
That's fine.
it's illegal. We've got proof.
That's fine. Okay, so if I'm out of order or if I'm out of line, that's fine. I'll take the consequences.
So I say you're out of order and out of line, but
No,
you say
no.
you're running the meeting, so I have to
Hold on.
respect that.
Okay. All I'm asking for is nominations for the chairperson.
I nominate Chet Collins. Thank you.
I have my hand raised.
I didn't recognize you because
Sorry, I guess this is probably better. I had a question about procedure before we started nominations, but I was going to ask where we are, this is a standing committee of town meeting, if the town moderator would be the appropriate person to chair it, but I don't really care either way. If we want to move on, we can move on.
well, I asked that question numerous times.
Okay.
It was told to me by the town council that I can operate the meeting because I'm the senior member.
Okay, thank you,
of
that's
the-
fine.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Collins, if I
Yes.
could, Bob Mullen, town moderator. I checked with, after the chair of the committee called me up last week, told me he was going to, schedule a meeting. He and I had a brief conversation, and I said I didn't see anything in the charter that allowed me to run the meeting. So I did check with Brian Winter, town council. He told me the way it usually goes is the senior member of the committee will run the meeting, at least open it, make sure there's a quorum, take nominations, for the chair. And once the chair is elected, he or she will pass it to the newly elected chair to take over from there, to get the other nominations.
No, thank you, Mr. Moderator. That's really what I was wondering.
Okay, so do we have one nomination. Do we have a second?
I'd like to nominate Carolyn Campbell for chair.
Okay. We have a second?
You don't need a second for nominations. Obviously, you've never done this.
Of course not. Just let me try to do my job.
Yeah, but you're not doing it properly.
Maybe I'm not, but I'm doing the best I can.
But the best you can isn't good enough.
Okay,
for
you're out of-
government work.
Let us go on with our business, please. If I'm doing it wrong, I'm sure town manager or I'll be criticized by the town council for doing something wrong. But let me go by what I was told or what I think is right. Okay, that's all.
Have a second
Okay,
nomination.
excuse me.
Okay. All right. So you don't you don't second the nomination.
Moderator, at least verify that nominations are not seconded.
Maybe not seconded, but
More than half this committee is yours.
Nominations don't have to be seconded. No, Cynthia, I asked you, if you're going to speak, you should raise your hand.
Well,
Cynthia, excuse me.
nominated without being
All due
recognized.
respect, Cynthia,
I-
I understand, but it's his first time running the meeting. Give him a moment. Yeah, I'm sure he'll do well if you just give him an opportunity. Also, if you're going to talk, get recognized and ask for a microphone. We can hand you a microphone.
I have a microphone.
Okay, thank you. All right.
But you
Go
are
ahead.
verifying that a nomination does not require.
Yes,
a second.
nominations do not require a second.
nominations.
Okay, is that clear to everybody? Nominations don't, I think in every committee that you ever saw on TV, on cable, or in person, they don't require nominations, okay? Any other questions to me? Through you, Mr. Chair, do you want to ask me, Lisa, or the chair?
If I may,
This has to do,
okay, thank you so much. So through the acting chair for the moment, I'm asking the town moderator, can the person asking for nominations vote for themselves just like anybody else in any election?
I haven't spoken to the town council about that. I don't see why not, but
I don't see why not either. So you
I don't see a problem
I'm
with
going to
that.
suggest, Chet, that you are able to vote for yourself.
Mr. Town Manager, do you have any, would you like to weigh in on that?
I just might add that we're in this situation because
Hold on, please.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I think you're doing just fine.
Excuse me, sir, I'm not chairman. I'm just
You're the
sitting in
acting
the
chair.
position.
The process of reorganization is typically the same in most of our boards and committees, and that is where the chair takes nominations for the position of chair. Either the chair takes nominations or an independent third party. In the case of the Board of Selectmen, I facilitate the process because I don't have an interest in the outcome. It doesn't mean, as the moderator said and as town council said, that the chair cannot facilitate the process. You may. Cynthia is right. You make nominations. It doesn't require a second. Once the chair is elected on the first round of votes, then the new chair or whoever's elected chair will then take the gavel and elect the other two positions. You take one position at a time, and you take nominations. You may have one nomination. That makes it simple. If there's 2 nominations, you go through and you ask, you can do it 2 ways. You ask, do you support nomination 1 or nominee 2? If there's 3 nominees, then what you do is you take each one individually and ask yay or nay. Okay, so if there are 2, you can say, what say you? Go ahead.
Sorry, thank you, Mr. Coulter. No, I just want to, everybody should be able to vote, I believe. Yeah. You agree with that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Chet, you had said
may I
that
ask
if you facilitate, you would not vote for the position. You are certainly able to vote by law.
No, I understand it, but my question is, do we have to roll call vote or just a yea or nay?
It's, you go through each person individually. There's 1 name in nomination, if you go that way, which I would recommend.
We have 2.
If there's, but you take the first one first.
Okay.
So let's say Tom Coulter was nominated, and there's also another one, Lisa Lyons. You'd go to John first and say, the nomination is for Tom Coulter. What say you, yay or nay? Nay. Or
Okay.
yay. Okay?
So it doesn't have to be a roll call vote. It can be just, or really, yeah, individually. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So,
We do them in order of, like, we have 2 nominations, so we do them in order where you nominate first, you would be the first one to go through the roll vote.
that's, like, Mark.
Thank you, Chet. I don't know if this is working. Thank you, Chet. Just for us and for the people at home, I was wondering if we could start the nominations over again so it's clear, it's concise, there's no back and forth, because I still don't know at this moment in time who has been nominated and who hasn't been nominated,
No, I understand. Okay.
or if we could clarify that for
Yes.
everyone.
Well, obviously, the first nominee was myself, Chet Collins. Second one was Carolyn Campbell. So the first one we're going to ask for a vote for will be myself, because I was the first one nominated. So, round table, huh? Yeah. I'm sorry?
Ask each nominee if you haven't yet, do you accept the nomination?
Oh, okay. Nope, sorry, go ahead. I was going to, but is there any other nominations for chairman of the Finance Committee? So we have 2. So I'll ask for a vote for,
And I'll accept it and you accept it, so.
right, okay? So, Eric? John, I'm sorry. I thought it was Eric.
It's all right. Are you asking me who I'm voting for, or?
Well, you're asking for,
Mr. Chair, so the name in nomination is Chet Collins. It's a yay and no nay for each member. And then he'll go on to the next nominee, Carolyn. It's a yay and nay for each member.
I see, okay, that's simple enough. All right. So we're on nominee 1, Mr. Collins.
yes.
Okay, it's going, a nay.
Ms.
Nay.
Curran? Nay? Mark?
Nay.
Lauren?
Nay.
I'm sorry, nay? No, he already did.
Oh, we did? Yeah, okay.
Nay.
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 You guys.
Nay, nothing personal.
I know.
I just want to vote for myself.
Ben? No,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, you're going to vote for yourself, right?
Ben?
Yay.
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 Of course, it's this one. It's part of the
You have to also count the votes for the next nominee. Even though it may look apparent, it isn't. You have to vote for the, on yea or nay for the next nominee.
process.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So the yeas have it. So next nominee is Carolyn Campbell. Same go around.
Yay.
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 Yay. Yay.
Yay.
I'm going to say yay.
No.
No.
I'm going to say yes, but I really, really wanted to have Chet, but I'm happy to have you as well.
Nay.
Party? Did you say nay? You already voted? Okay.
No, he said no.
Okay. Then you're right. Okay, so the yeas have it. Congratulations, Carolyn. And
Thank you. Don't move. I'll just sit here. Okay. Yeah, don't, let's, all right. Oh, I've always wanted to play with this. All right. All right, is this good? Yes. All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your confidence. I'll do the best I can, that's all. Before we go on to our next item on the agenda, I'm just going to ask for everyone to introduce themselves because we have a couple of new members, and I don't know if everybody knows who everyone is. So if you just go around and just say what name, and if you're a moderator appointee, or what precinct you're representing.
Yeah, good evening. I'm John Walsh. I'm from Precinct 3. I've been a member for 4 years now. I got elected by my precinct organizational the past 4 times, 3 times, whatever.
I'm Ian Turlin, and I'm the Precinct 2 representative.
Thank you. Mark?
Sorry. Mark Struck, Precinct 4, moderator appointed, I guess.
Thank you, Mark. Lauren?
Lauren Morris, appointed by the moderator.
Thank you.
Heidi Tucker, voted in by Precinct 8.
Thank you.
Becca Markson, voted in by Precinct 7.
Thank you.
Laura Gunn, Precinct 5.
I'm Carolyn Campbell, I'm Precinct 4 rep.
Jack Collins, Tom, my reappointment. My term is up in 3 years.
You got it.
Hi, Lisa Lyons, moderator appointment, Precinct 2.
Arnie Feinberg, Precinct 2, elected.
Jonna Rosenblatt.
Ben Cray, Precinct 1.
Hi, Ben, thank you. John, I don't think anyone could hear when you introduced yourself.
Jonna Rosenblatt.
And you're a moderator appointee, right? Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right, our next item on the agenda is the minutes of May 15th, 2020. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. It's like, oh, okay. All right. All right, we have, our next is to nominate a vice chair. So I'll open the floor for nominations.
I'd like to nominate John Walsh for vice chair.
Okay. Arnie?
I'd like to nominate Lisa Lyons for vice chair.
Okay. Are there any other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Becca Markson.
Okay. So are there any other nominations? So now I'm going to ask if the people accept the nominations.
Yes.
Lisa? I accept. Yes, all right. So we're going to go in order. John was nominated first, then Lisa, then Becca. Right? All right, so I'm going to go through John. John, we'll start with you. Yay or nay?
Yay.
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 Nay.
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 I'll say yay.
Yay.
No.
Nay.
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 All right. It's okay. That's it. All right, we have
6 yeas.
Okay, next, we are going to do the same thing for Lisa Lyons. Go up and down.
Nay.
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 Yes.
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 Abstain.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we're going to go through and go the same process for Becca Markson. John?
Nay.
Yay.
Yay.
Nay.
Yay.
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 Nay.
What was that?
Nay.
No. Nothing. I said no. Sorry. Yay or nay, I know. It's. You said no. I said nay, yeah.
I say yes.
Nay.
Yes.
Nay.
Okay, so it looks like we have 2 people with 6 votes and 1 person with 4 votes. With the yeas and the nays,
Yes.
I got 8 for
2 6
right?
yeas.
2
1
6
4
and 1 4.
Correct.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What did you vote for, Becca?
for you.
Did you vote yes?
I voted no.
You got 7? Do you want John?
I got 7 for Becca.
You got 7 for Becca?
But you already voted.
1, 2.
We do a hand?
Yeah, can
yeah,
we,
that's right.
can we do,
No.
Roll call or hands?
They're right.
What?
Correct on that.
Roll call or hands? Oh, we already did the roll call.
We already did the roll call. I'm just going to ask people to put up your hands. I do think I remember, and I know it's all on tape, but can you just put up your hands so it's easier to count? So everybody who said a yay for John, put up your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You said yay for John?
No, he said no.
Madam Chair?
Yeah.
I remind the members that you can only vote for one candidate.
Okay, because some of the people voted for, yeah, that's, all right. I think we did have people who voted. We did have people who voted more than once, so. All right, so I'm going to do the process again, all right? In the same order, you can only vote for one person. Even, you can only vote if you abstain, it's still like, you can abstain from others, you can vote yes, no, or abstain, but you can only vote for yes for one person because the math is complicated enough. All right, so for John,
Yay.
Nay.
What was that?
I know.
Yes or no?
That was a no.
yeah, I think that might be better. Let's go yes or
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
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 All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4 yeses. Does that everyone seem right? Okay, next is Lisa Lyons.
No.
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 Yes.
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 Abstain.
Yes.
Yes.
Point of order there. We had a double yes on that one, that voted on the yes on the other one. I think it's not working out this way.
Who voted yes on both?
It'd be Chet.
No, he voted no on the first one. And yes on Lisa. I know the first time around, there was some issues.
I messed up, but
I had it yes, yes when I was going through on the numbers, yeah.
I have 4 yeses for John. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I have right now 4 yeses for Lisa. Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and now we're on to Becca.
Chair, didn't you vote yes for John?
I did.
That's one of the 4.
No, there were 4. John, Mark, Lauren, and myself.
Yeah. That's what I counted
And that's
as.
4.
What about Ian?
He
He
voted
voted
no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There were votes, 4 for each.
All right.
All right,
All right, we're on Becca now?
we're on Becca now.
All right. It's going to be a no.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
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 So we have how many yeses? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. No.
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 Yes.
All right. Well, we did it. We have Becca got 5 votes. So congratulations. All right. So hopefully all the rest of our business this year does not go as confusing as this one. I'm not optimistic on that because I know us, but now we need to do our secretary or clerk. So congratulations, Becca. All right, so in our next, we have nominations for secretary or clerk, whatever, is it clerk or secretary?
Secretary.
Secretary. So, John?
I nominate Mark.
Mark?
Yeah.
I'll accept the nomination.
Thank you.
I nominate Lauren
Lauren?
Morris. Yeah.
No, I'm not really good at it. I'm sorry. But thank you very much, Chet. I appreciate that.
Okay. Any other nominations?
Can I make another one?
Yeah.
I recommend, like to nominate Heidi.
Heidi?
She's always doing a good job on her notes and minutes. or
I
notes
too am
anyways.
going to decline, but thank you.
Does anybody want the job?
Anybody else want to be nominated besides Mark? Okay, I'm going to make a motion to close nominations, and where Mark is the only nomination, I would entertain a motion to appoint Mark. We have to do a roll call again, even if there's only one? Okay.
Unanimous. Yeah.
All right.
All right, for Mark, yes.
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 Go Mark, yes.
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 Absolutely.
Yes.
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 No.
All right. I am going to say that was a vote. Yes. So congratulations, Mark. You are now the Finance Committee Secretary. Congratulations, everybody. All right. Now I'm going to move on to our next item on the agenda, which is we have a motion to approve the minutes from our May 15th, 2025 meeting. So if those of you who have copies of it who are here, I know there's a few members that were not here at the meeting. It has been customary that if you weren't present, you abstained on the minutes. I don't really care, but I think that's how it's been customary in the past, unless you've done something to familiarize yourself with it, like watch the meeting. And since
Okay.
we will, yeah?
Madam Chair,
Okay, you
Right.
can't vote if you weren't at the meeting.
Right.
All right, thank you. So it's clear.
right. Madam Chair, I make a motion that we accept the amended minutes of May 15th.
Second, all right. So we have a motion and a second to accept the minutes of May 15th. Lisa? Are we opening it up for discussion on it? Yes, we have the motion and the second, so now I'll open up discussion. So what
Okay, thanks. So just on the third page, in 3 paragraphs, so to speak, up from the bottom, where it says, Ms. Dolan commented that Mr. Rowe, former town accountant, used to provide the Finance Committee with quarterly status reports from Eunice. She asked if this practice would be reinstituted, and Mr. Anokian agreed to discuss with Ms. Zelensky, the current financial, and we did, after that meeting, receive 1 month's worth. So I was just wondering where the subsequent months are, if we could just institute as a committee a policy to do that, and then just add at that same meeting, we discussed having subcommittees. She brought up about having subcommittees, and if we could just as a group discuss that as well. Thank you.
Okay, I think right now I'm going to say we're approving the minutes of the meeting, so if you would like to have that added in.
Yeah, just
but
about the subcommittees. Thank
I would
you.
entertain that. I would say as to discussing about the financial reporting, what we can get from.
We can wait till after the minutes on that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other changes as to the minutes? Okay, I'm going to call for a vote. The motion to accept the minutes as amended with the addition of and.
We're going to discuss anything that we had a comment on, or no?
If we want to change the minutes, if you want to make any changes or requests about the minutes, now is the time.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask in regard to this belabored issue that shouldn't have gone on so long, but has, unfortunately. On number 12, I'm still not clear on whether the minutes got revised, whether there's an amendment or an addendum or anything. And it's still unclear. And I had hoped by what I had commented on, it was clarified, and it's still not clear to me.
All right, so we are talking about
Number
item
12.
12, which was the minutes of March 27th.
Oh, so that's not the 15th?
No, well, the
Right.
minutes are the 15th. Item 12
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
these
yeah.
minutes
Yep,
is
yep.
our discussion of
I
the
just caught
March
myself. That's right.
27th minutes.
That's right.
So you wanted to make sure that something was, you want to know if those minutes have been amended, even though we discussed to amend them at that meeting.
Not the minutes themselves per se, but the correction within those minutes that I was asking for. I don't believe that correction was made. It was just spoken about rather than actually corrected in the minutes. That's what I'm commenting about.
So is that what you want? You want to see the original minutes corrected?
Yes,
Okay.
please. That was the whole point, sorry. And it
Okay,
didn't
no.
seem to come to that culmination, if you will.
No, that's fine. I just want to understand what you're asking. Okay, do we have the minutes from the March 27th meeting that were corrected anywhere? I'm going to ask out to the audience because I know I see a couple of people from the Finance Committee that were on it last year here, so I'm going to ask them. We, at the May 15th meeting, we approved the March 27th minutes, but with the correction that Jonna had recommended, some clarification. So she is looking to see a copy of those minutes with the requested clarification in them.
He's gonna.
That's right? I'm saying that right? I just honestly have no idea where that is, so. Thank you.
Hello, Madam Chair. The amended minutes were sent to the clerk's office. There is the amendment made for the March 27th.
And those were sent to the clerk's office?
Yes, and as far as I know, they are posted.
Can I see them?
Right now?
No. Ever?
Yeah, you can see them, ever.
Okay, so they have been corrected in the
Yes.
original minutes. You
Madam Chair,
believe
if
or you know?
Madam Chair, if you would allow a minute or two while you talk about other
Sure,
stuff, I
go
will
right
find
ahead,
the correction.
yes.
I will read it publicly. I'll be right back.
You're awesome. Thank you. And thank you, Ms. Chair.
You're welcome. Yes, so he's going to look that up. We'll just table this and come back. We'll go on to the next item on the agenda, which is, apologize, got it all mixed up here. Any other fiscal year 2025 year-end issues that may need to be addressed? So I am going to look, I guess, for the town manager.
Madam Chair, I will be addressing the motion of the gentlelady before you move to a different topic. Would you like her to make the motion before I address it? Would you like me to address it now? Regarding quarterly reports.
Quarterly reports. You can talk about that now, I guess.
The gentlelady asked for a policy that dictated that we provide quarterly reports. I want to have a good year with the Finance Committee, so I think now is an appropriate time to say that the Finance Committee does not make policy for town employees. So that's first and foremost. However, the Collins Center report will be published before we begin our budget deliberations. So if the Collins Center suggests that quarterly reports or financial reports are in order, we'll certainly consider that.
Would it be possible to request copies of any of those reports, or you would like to discuss that after the Collins?
We would be receptive to any request the committee made. We just would not respond to policies made by the Finance Committee for town employees.
Okay, no, I do not want, okay.
It's about process.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, so I just want to point out, I was not asking I was asking us to make policy as a finance committee policy that we get these reports. I would never suggest that the finance committee make policies for the town employees ever.
Okay.
But that wasn't going to be what I was going to talk about, because it's just part of my overall question, if I may continue. So I just wanted to ask that going forward, I was very happy to see any other fiscal matters on our agenda. If I could ask you as the chair to put that on every one of our agenda minutes, because I know you were on the finance committee with me for at least a couple of years of me continually asking, because we can't do our job, which is recommend to town meeting, without having a full financial discussion. So that
Okay.
was my first question.
Okay.
I have another. Do you want to
Okay,
respond?
I would say for your first question is something that I'm willing to consider. I am not going to really make a decision right now, just, because I've been doing this for not even an hour. But I think there is a way to have such a discussions. I think it's something that you and I can talk about outside of this meeting and maybe come up with something that we think will work.
As long as we, as a finance committee, can communicate our concerns about the overall budget, not just spending, I will
Right.
be happy.
I understand that. I do want to make sure that everybody understands that the Finance Committee is a legislative advisory committee. We recommend to town meeting. Our ability to mandate anything from the executive branch is non-existent.
Correct.
All we can do is vote yes or no on anything that comes before us, and that's how we express our pleasure or displeasure. So we need to, any discussion that we would entertain, that I would entertain, would have to make sure we follow those lines, because I do not want that, any discussion to turn into, we're coming up as another policy-making board. We already have the select board and the school committee making policies for the various entities. We don't need to make policies for the town as well. I think, I understand you're not, so I just want to make sure that's clear for people, all right? That any discussion that we would ever have about anything to do with finances is not going to, we are not going to be making policies that are going to order the town manager to do something, because
We are
we
only
do not
ever-
have the ability to do so.
I agree with you. We are only a recommending body, but that is our job. And in order to make recommendations, we have to have complete financial information. So that
Okay.
was one. So I have just two more items. One, for all our new members that were voted in or appointed, if we could make sure the secretary, or I don't know whom to address this, so I'm going through you, Madam Chair, that all our new members get the finance handbook, finance committee handbook, as soon as possible before our next meeting, just so they can read it. And my third and final item is, I don't know if this can be addressed right now, or if it's something that can be addressed at our next meeting. So this is a concern of mine for the town. So on our May 12th annual town meeting, at the 27-minute mark, it's 27 minutes, 20 seconds, it starts. Mr. Laurie is asking our superintendent a question, and it goes through my question, and it ends at the 30-minute, 12-second mark. And the question is any of our $1.5 million ESSER money being threatened in our operating budget? We were told at town meeting that ESSER 1.5 million ESSER money was not being threatened. However, and I will make a copy of this at your direction to hand out to everyone here, that from the local news, they're saying the state is doing a class action lawsuit to the federal government. Hold on a minute. So, and that's in this article, it says it's going to affect our operating budget. So I want to address that for the town.
Okay, I think with that question, that is something that if you would give that to me afterwards, I will look at and speak to the superintendent to see if we can get clarification. I do understand that there are lots of funds, funding sources in education, and they all have acronyms and they all have whatever names. So I want to make sure we're all speaking about the correct funds and checking with the superintendent. So I think asking that type of question, would be something I will be glad to try to reach out to the superintendent for you outside of this meeting to try to get some clarification now of what's going on.
Yeah, my point, though, is everyone in this finance committee should know about it. So before the end of the meeting, I'm going to make a copy for everybody to understand what's at stake here.
Okay, I think before we understand what's at stake, you can give everyone a copy. And they can look at it as they would like, I'd say, at this point, and then we can follow up if
Discuss
we
it.
need to.
Thank
all right?
you. Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay. Yes.
Through you, Madam Chair, to the honorable members of the Finance Committee, I'm updating this board that there are no year-end transfers that are being requested for fiscal year 2025, nor are there any Finance Committee reserve requests for fiscal year 2025. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we have nothing that we need to move on that item. That is excellent. Okay. So before, thank you. I'm asked, Vaughn, I'm going to ask if, thank you, if Mr. Nokian can address.
Yes. Hello, Madam Chair. The minutes for the 27th of March for 2024, top of page 9, section 47. This is in reference to Article 51. The change, it says, Ms. Rosenblatt noted her disagreement with this article. Ms. Lyons agreed with Ms. Rosenblatt, stating that the article sounded dictatorial. That's the amended change. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
That is incorrect, because if I agreed that it was dictatorial, I'm not the one that said it. She's the one who said it, so that didn't change anything.
So if I'm understanding correctly, all right, because, it was a month ago, and the issue is that you were attributed a comment that was said by
Lisa.
Ms. Lyons, and you want it, Claire, you want to make sure that it was, is that what you were asking, to have it reflected correctly?
Yeah, I'm just asking to fix it and have the appropriate person be the author of it. So can I put it this way? This might be more simplistic. If I have the last line change from Ms. Lyons made the comment that the statement made appeared to be dictatorial, not Jonna, that would solve it.
Okay, so I guess what I'm going to ask here, and if this is all right with you, yep.
It says, Ms. Rosenblatt noted her disagreement with this article. Ms. Lyons agreed with Ms. Rosenblatt, stating that the article sounded dictatorial. So
okay,
it's Ms. Lyons that's stating that it's dictatorial.
Right.
Ms. Lyons agreed with Ms. Rosenblatt. So Ms. Lyons is the one who stated, that's the way this reads.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
I
Madam.
think that was an improvement from the other
Yes,
meeting.
exactly. So can we just have that one statement changed here, or this has nothing to do with anything?
This is just discussing what we talked about
That's
at
what I
that
thought.
meeting.
Okay.
If you would like to we can add a note that change was made, or.
Thank you. Yes,
All right.
please. Thank you so much.
I am going to recommend that we just make a note that for item 12, that the requested change was made.
Well, could we just be more explicit and state what the change was, that the statement was attributed to me and it should have been attributed to her?
So
That would
we're
make it simple.
clarifying- All right, so.
Thank you.
I'm going to, okay. So your statement is, your clarification is that you want, Ms. Rosenblatt wants to clarify that it was Ms. Lyons that made
The statement
statement
and not me.
about.
Made the statement that it was dictatorial, not me. That's all.
Okay,
One-
I am just going, all right.
Thank you so much.
Madam Chair,
Yeah,
can I make a comment?
you may.
Okay, minutes are summaries. They're not a transcript of a court. Okay,
Yep.
so we can't dictate every word that everybody says.
Oh,
It's a
I agree.
summary.
Right, I
So,
agree.
mean, if someone has a problem with that, I'm sorry, but, it's a summary. And people were here, they know what was said. Thank you.
All right. In courtesy, because I'd like to end this, I will
No, I
add-
agree.
Yes.
So if I have a comment, question, just has nothing to do with any of this?
Can
Do
I
I
just
wait, or
Can you
do
wait
I-
like 1
Okay,
minute?
perfect.
So what I'm going to just recommend that we amend Article 12 to state, item 12 on the minutes to state at the end of it that, to clarify, Ms. Rosenblatt made, made sure that, all right, Ms. Rosenblatt made it clear that it was Ms. Lyons, made it clear, and the committee agreed that Ms. Lyons made the statement about dictatorial. Not you. All right? All right. Anything else on that topic, on item 12? All right. Lauren?
So I would like, going forward, that we have the rule enforced, that if you talk without being recognized, we need to have some kind of rule that if you do it twice, 3 times, then you need to leave from the meetings. Something has to be done about what happened this past year.
Okay, so
People need to be addressed. They can't interrupt. They can't go at you when you're talking. And it needs to be enforced somehow.
thank you. I will do my best to try to keep that in mind. And I would ask everybody to try to be considerate of your fellow members, as much as we all get passionate and have our own opinions, and, we do need to respect each other and the people in the audience. Yes.
No, I want some kind of rule made that if you're going to continually interrupt, then you have to leave or something has to happen.
We have Robert's Rules of Law already,
But
nobody follows them.
All right.
so if it's,
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. All right. All right.
okay. Can you
don't-
put
don't
together,
start.
can you put together a motion for the next meeting?
How about we could put together,
I'll put it
how about you put together something that you want to propose to us at our
Okay.
next meeting, and we can discuss it then, and we can have something in writing. I would like to ask everybody as a courtesy, let's try to be considerate of each other so that we do not become the entertainment for the entire town of Stoughton during the next town meeting hearing season. Or is there anything else on business? We do need to vote on the minutes as amended. So I need a motion. We have a motion that's been a second, a motion and a second to approve the minutes submitted for the May 15th as amended with the statement that Ms. Rosenblatt made, to clarify at the end of item 12 that Ms. Rosenblatt made made the point, and the committee agreed that it was to make sure that the minutes of the March 27th meeting reflected that it was Ms. Lyons that made the statement about dictatorial, not Ms. Rosenblatt. All right. Any other discussion on these minutes? Do you have? All right, I'm going to call for a vote. All those in favor of accepting the minutes as amended, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All those abstain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Those minutes have been approved. Having that, I understand we have nothing else on the agenda. Yes, Mr. Town Manager?
Madam Chair, it was part of the previous agenda item, and then we moved on to the minutes.
Okay.
We hadn't finished that. I want to renew my invitation to all the Finance Committee members that you're welcome to come into my office to meet with Biz and I anytime before budget season starts and get a tutorial on where we are on the current year budget and what the budget process is for fiscal year 27, which, believe it or not, begins the end of September, beginning of October. So particularly for the new members, I think the members who did sit with us found it very helpful. I do believe, as Ms. Lyons said, you should take the Finance Committee course as well. The more information you get, the more it makes sense. I was the chairman, vice chairman of the Finance Committee in my hometown, and I don't think I understood it until my last year. So it's very, very helpful should you do that. The second thing is, as I said, the Collins Center report and recommendation is created by the experts at Collins Center in collaboration with 351 cities and towns who have had their best practices memorialized in the Collins Center recommendations. So once it's passed and approved by the selectmen, it'll be circulated by everybody. All I ask through you, Madam Chair, and I want to pass on the sentiment of department heads, is that we will follow that policy to a T, but if it doesn't meet everybody's standards, we are not going to stay in this room while we get lambasted for not having guardrails. So the department heads have put me on notice. If this committee is going to fight with itself, we're just leaving the room.
Okay.
And because it's not fair, you have two committee meetings a week. During budget week, we have 4 committee meetings till 11 o'clock every night, and the department heads are not going to do it. So we talk about fairness and courtesy among members. That has to apply to the town staff as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do you have a timeline as to when do you expect that Collins Center report? I know this was an issue that came up periodically last year,
Yep.
and I know it's been working on. I just want to know what's a rough timeline that you
We'll have
have.
the first draft end of September. It'll be reviewed by 5 of us. We'll send them our edits, and before the final draft or the final document comes in for the vote of the board will probably be October 15th, and then they will make their amendments, and then we'll publish to the town before we begin any budget deliberations.
Okay, thank you.
And we will also create, it's interesting about guardrails, we present a 3-page, which you've seen, a 3-page budget guidelines to create the budget, and the board votes on it. And we follow those guidelines to a T. So we do have guidelines. The Collins Center report, just for information, is less about policy and more about processes. How you do this, how you do that, what the control systems are. So I don't know what the expectations are of some of the members of the group. The Collins Center report is going to be what the Collins Center report is. And what I don't want to hear, and I won't hear for the entire new budget season, is that we're not doing something that the Collins Center report has not recommended. We're not going to create policy through debate.
And it's not necessarily our job to enforce the policies of the town.
On the
It is our
books.
job to make sure that we can recommend to town meeting whatever is put before us, the budget. And of course, it does help that if we do have confidence that in the policies, or however the practices, not the policies, confidence in the practices, that's going to be more likely you're going to get a favorable vote.
And just as point of reference, and I'm not trying to be flip here, we got 100% of our budget passed by the Finance Committee, by the Select Board, and by town meeting.
Right.
So that wouldn't happen if there weren't policies, procedures, and processes. Thank you.
I would just like to request if you could just let us know, keep us advised of the process, because this came up, the status of this Collins report, which I have actually no expectations about it because I was not on the Finance Committee when this came up at first, but I did listen to it last year. I would just like to know the status of it so that we're aware of what's going on. And then once we get it, once it's been approved, we will get a copy of it, is what I'm understanding you said.
You have our absolute word on that.
Thank you.
I know the members over here understand. Our finance director had a heart attack in the middle of that process.
Yes, I know it was delayed. I just want to make sure that, we're just. Yes. Anything else quickly.
I just want to quickly follow up with what you just said. Our job is to recommend, and our job is to protect the taxpayer. In order to do that, we need to discuss more than just spending items.
Okay.
And I understand it is our job also to make suggestions to the select board, whom does make policy.
Okay, I'm
And
going to
we should
ask
be-
right now if we could.
Excuse me, may I just finish? We should be working collaboratively with our town manager and people.
Excuse me, all right? Please, at this point, I understand, and I'm trying to work with you. I know you have an awful lot of things that you would like to see happen. I am trying to work with you to give you the consideration and courtesy. However, at this point, this isn't the time of the this isn't the time of the meeting. I'd like to, if
I was trying to agree with you, Carolyn.
Okay, so if we
Okay.
can just speed up this process, I understand what you're trying to say. You and I can
For
talk
the
afterwards.
taxpayer.
And we can move on. Did you have anything to say? Chet, I'm sorry, you looked like you were going to ask something.
Well, it's nothing, it has really nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I would like to know if, I talked to the finance director about these name tags. I mean, why can't we get name tags? We get money in the finance committee budget to make those up so that people know that are watching TV or at home or even here know who people are.
So you would like to see if we have the money in the finance committee budget to get more permanent name tags?
Yes.
Madam Chair, we'd be happy to take care of that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, that's all. I just want us to be more professional. If we're going to be professional, let's be professional. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
All right. Thank you. Anything, yes, Mark.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Thank you. Do I have a second? All those in favor of adjourning? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, you can stay. I'm going to declare the meeting's adjourned. Thank you.